I'm good to get back on the pitch last week and then be involved in that, the late one as well to cap it off.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Obviously, been a bit of time out, but yeah, I'm just delighted to get back involved with the boys. And like you said, the win at the weekend's massive.
Yeah, is it one of those frustrating injuries, maybe just difficult to kind of get over it?
Yeah, definitely. Just because of what it was and where it was, it's not like one that can be easily fixed. So, yeah, it's been a bit frustrating, but you know, as what it comes with being a footballer. You get injuries, and you know, I'm hopefully at the other side of it now. So, just need to get on with it, to be honest.
Is it the kind of hardest maybe 12 months or so you've had it? You came here on the back of surgery and maybe just kind of building yourself up, and maybe obviously look forward to pre-season, and then that happens.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it happens as a footballer. Obviously, you get unlucky, and I think I've just been a little bit unlucky with injuries. But yeah, you're right. It's just been frustrating. I feel like every time I'm getting to a good point of fitness and getting up to sort of match sharpness, something happens. So it's just going to be about, you know, taking my time with this one, not rushing too much. Yeah, just taking my time and hopefully getting to where I was towards the end of last season.
The team have obviously managed to, there's been a few of you in the same boat, 6 or 7, 8 players at times, so kind of guys should be vying for a start as well. The squad have managed to navigate it pretty well. You can go forth on Saturday, so it's a kind of exciting time to be back involved.
Yeah, definitely. You know, like you mentioned on the squad, we've got great squad depth this year. I think you know, we've been unlucky with injuries and stuff, and people have stepped in and sort of made positions their own as well. So you know, I think that's the importance about, you know, the whole squad, is that when everyone's being called upon, they're doing their bit. And I think throughout the season, I think everyone's definitely done that, and it's been good to see, to be fair.
It's like, I mean, the assistant manager was just on top of it, maybe with Callum Slattery, you know, maybe psychologically hasn't seen any sort of pushback for his injury. For you, especially when it's a bit more innocuous, how do you sort of deal with it maybe more mentally, so that when you're twisting and turning, you know, you're maybe not going to aggravate it or whatever else?
To be honest, it just sort of during my rehab, there was times where I did sort of feel certain things, and I was like, oh no, but these things happen. I think after injuries, especially when you've been out for so long, like you'll take a certain step the wrong way, and you'll think, oh no, I've done something here, but it's literally just the body getting back into things. Well, fingers crossed that's what it is. I mean, that's what the physios have been saying, and luckily nothing bad has happened since. But I've had it before, you know. I've had a couple surgeries, to be fair, and every time, you know, you do something, you're thinking, oh no, but it's usually just your body getting back into it. But like you said, the mental side of things is massive. You've got to try and be in a good headspace, especially when you're coming back. And you're mentioning Slats. I've been watching Slats recently. He looks like he's not even been away, to be honest. You know what Slats is like. He's very technically gifted. He's very good in the ball, and he's showed that in training already, considering how long he's been out.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got an injury that's a bit more innocuous, there's not really a time scale on it. Are those injuries harder to rehab and come back from than, say, maybe a more longer term one that's a bit more defined in what the process is to get to where you need to be?
I'd say so. Like I said, I've had different injuries. You know, I've had some where I've had surgery on, and you know, usually when you've got a timeline, it's easier to work with. My one was a bit difficult because I was told that maybe after 2 months I'd be fine, but then it depends on how you are. And after 2 months, I was sitting there thinking, my knee's not good here. And then now I'm in a point where I'm like, my knee's good. So it's more difficult when you've not got a time frame, and you've just got to work off how you're feeling and keep strengthening it in the meantime. So yeah, it's probably been the most frustrating injury I've had, definitely, because it's one of those that I just need to keep on top of probably until I retire, just in case it doesn't happen again, to be honest. But that's football. We put our bodies through stuff, and this is what happens. So
the manager and Steve Hugh was just in talking about maybe the lack of a creative midfielder the team have had this season through injuries and whatever else. I mean, a good opportunity for you that when you do eventually build that sort of full match sharpness, that there is there's a void in the team where you could possibly slot into.
Yeah, well, that's obviously that's what I would hope for. But yeah, like you said, it's going to be probably longer than normal for me to get back to full fitness, I think, because I've missed so much. Got injured during pre-season, so I think once I get that match fitness, that will be something obviously that we'll all look to do, to be honest, because I think all the players that are sort of in that sort of midfield creative position, we're all coming back at once. So it's going to be good for all of us. We can sort of push each other as well, which is kind of a good thing in a way. So yeah, we'll all be looking to get in the team as soon as possible, but at the same point, you know, especially if we're coming off big injuries, we can't rush too much. But like you said, yeah, definitely we're wanting to get back in.
In a strange way, did it bring you all closer together? There was 7, 8 of you going through the same thing at the same time, maybe going for breakfast together and then going into the gym and just helping each other along? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like every player says this when they're at a club. Like, it's probably one of the best dressing rooms I've been in. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, it's hilarious. Like, we've just got such a good group of lads. And like you said, you know, when you're injured and you spend more time with the injured boys, you know, everyone's out training, you're in doing rehab and stuff. So yeah, you do get a closeness and a bond. But I think with or without that, I think the team's very, very close, and you know, it's an everyday thing with the boys that we actually enjoy coming in to play football and to have each other's company and stuff like that. It's good, and it's been good mentally for all of us as well. I think, you know, I think when I say like a good group of people, like there's people that when you're going home, you're injured, you're in your own time, they're still texting you going, how you feeling, mate? Like, you don't get that at a lot of clubs, I don't feel. I mean, I don't anyway. Maybe they haven't liked me at other clubs, I'm not sure. But no, I've definitely enjoyed it here so far, and I like I said, it's a good group of guys, and they make you feel wanted in the dressing room as well, which is important. Can that take you a long way on the park when you've got that off the park? Oh, definitely. I think if you have a bond like that, it's important. You know, it can go down as something as little as someone makes a mistake. That's your mate. You've got to go and help them out. Which we all do. We all make mistakes. So it's I think the closeness of the team's definitely helped us already. I've seen so far. While I've been, you know, in the stands, I've definitely seen it. So we just need to keep building on it, to be honest.